पकड़ लिया।
The third episode of Invincible Season 3 opens with a montage that illustrates the gray areas that separate hero and villain. After breaking into a bank, two gay lovers appear about to plunder the establishment before Bulletproof intervenes. They make the decision to change their lives at this one moment, resolve to work hard and make an effort to live a clean life. Unfortunately, the couple ends up homeless after their plans don't work out. Because of this, they end up exactly where they began. They rob the same bank, but Mark intervenes and puts an end to it. There is a brawl that ends with the two of them being beaten down. At one point, though, one of the villains refrains from causing the children any severe harm. And Oliver happens to show up and assist Mark. In either case, this montage effectively illustrates the thin line that separates rehabilitating criminals from the ease with which they can revert to their previous behaviors. While Invincible dons a brand new, much darker suit than his previous one, Mark chooses to train Oliver, who wants to be known as Kid Omni-Man. This is a good method to demonstrate his new, more responsible attitude and the darker side of his personality. Eve attends university part-time to study architecture in order to further develop her skills. In the end, though, she speaks with Amber, and the two of them discuss their relationship openly. Multipol's capture and Mr. Lou's dissatisfaction are two of the Order's problems as the Renegade Guardians establish their new headquarters. Invincible arrives at the scene during the prison break and begins battling with Furnace and Kursk. However, Oliver gets struck when he rushes in to engage in combat. Unhappy, Mark chastises his brother, ordering him to pay attention. Speaking of listening, Mark and Oliver discover Debbie with her new partner, Paul, when they return home after saving the day. Mark is astonished to learn that she has previously told him about the lads and who they are, and that the two had even appeared on the news. When Mark gets renamed Invincible because it is thought that he is a copycat, it is rather funny and awkward. The two converse when Eve appears on the rooftop that evening. Things appear to be improving for Eve after she gave her parents an ultimatum earlier in the episode, but her father is obviously still prickly and unyielding about the fact that his daughter has abilities. Although Mark acknowledges that he finds it difficult to balance everything, at least they have one another. As he speaks with Eve, he also understands that his mother is searching for this kind of relationship. In the meantime, Mauler 1 and 2 easily defeat the gang as the rabble of Guardians left go out to battle them. Instead of becoming supervillains, they want to launch a nuclear bomb and turn into businesspeople. On TV, Mark witnesses the resulting carnage and makes the decision to go out. Whether or not he is with the Guardians, he is firmly committed to assisting others. When he chooses to fight off the Mauler twins, Oliver regrettably follows. The two engage in combat together, but the Mauler twins fire the nuclear weapon simultaneously. As Mark halts the nuclear bomb in space, Oliver is left to face the twins alone. Tragically, Oliver loses control and murders the two Mauler twins while dousing himself in blood. When Mark gets back, he witnesses this firsthand and attempts to teach his brother morals. Although Oliver claims to have stopped the bad guys, he has actually killed individuals and dismissed it. He firmly believes in Nolan's moral philosophy, considering people to be expendable as they simply murder one another. With no moral compass and uncontrollable powers, our hero Mark is faced with a difficult choice and is unsure of how to proceed. He gives in instead, and he stands by his mother's side to try to reach him. But there is an issue. Someone has been observing Mark outside for the entire time. Also, who is it? Well, Angstrom Levy is the one. Mark has a new issue that may even dwarf his own father after learning Cecil's past. He now has to cope with Oliver's predicament. Although he is striving to save lives, his moral compass is very much on the side of saving lives, given how the episode opens, with the two antagonists attempting and failing to change their ways of living, indicating that they have their own problems. This hits all the more hard. It's a good way to frame things in a way that makes you think, and it does a surprising job of emphasizing the destruction in the end. Angstrom has returned and the Guardians have set up shop. Indicating significant developments in the upcoming episode, after learning Cecil's past, Mark is now dealing with a new issue that might even be more frightening than his own father. Oliver's predicament is now his responsibility. Although he has a strong moral compass and is working to rescue lives, he is doing without concern for human life. This is made much more poignant by the way the episode opens, when the two antagonists attempt and fail to change their ways, demonstrating that they are dealing with their own problems. This is nicely framed in a way that provokes contemplation, and it does a remarkable job of emphasizing the destruction in the latter parts as well. Angstrom has returned, indicating significant developments in the upcoming episode, and the Guardians have set up shop. However, everything is left up in the air here, so we'll just have to wait and see where this one goes. Subscribe for more videos. Keep the magic of movies alive until the next time. Signing off from FK Bytes.